Sidangan mahkamah dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan kesemua pihak berikutan. Pelaksanaan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan di bawah Peran Pemulihan Negara Fasa 4. Hakim yang sidang pada hari ini ialah Hakim Datuk Noorin Binti Badaruddin. Petisyen untuk penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara. Pempetisyen pertama nombor petisyen WA-18-39-01/2021 Xiao Johnson.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Colin Pereira yang mewakili pihak pempetisyen pertama iaitu Xiao Johnson. Rakan-rakan bijaksana yang mewakili yang berhormat Peguam Negara Puan Nurliza binti Abdul Aziz, rakan bijaksana yang mewakili Majlis Peguam Cik Samsinar binti Datuk Muhammad Noor, dan rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur, Cik Katrina Kavin Wee Su Yen. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Yes, may it please you, my lady. The petitioner was born on 23rd August 1997 in Port Dickson, and is the youngest child of Mr. Xiao Kian Xiang and Madam Xia Yok Chen, both of whom are watching remotely today. The petitioner studied and completed his law degree in 2019 at Cardiff University. He then proceeded to study the Bar Professional Training course at Cardiff University in the same year and was called to the bar in England and Wales on the 26th of November 2020. Thereafter, the petitioner commenced his pupillage in Mrs. Jeff Leong Poon and Wong. Firstly, under Miss Anne Wong Wai Yi as his master, and thereafter under my learned friend and former colleague, Mr. Kenny Poon Hao Kun. The petitioner wishes to express his utmost gratitude to both his masters for the undying patience and guidance throughout his pupillage. On this special day, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express his deepest gratitude to his family for the endless love and care, moral and financial support that gave the petitioner the strength to continue moving forward, and for being proud of whatever he is today. Without the constant support and encouragement of his family, he would not have been able to stand here proudly today to be admitted to the Malaysian bar. My lady, the petitioner would also like to thank everyone at Jeff Leong Poon and Wong for their help and valuable advice, and he looks forward to working with them again. The petitioner wishes to thank his teammates, Xiao Wei Lung, Alicia Teo E. Zuan, and Chan Chen Zin for the guidance and assistance that they have provided him throughout his pupillage. The petitioner would also like to thank all his friends who have helped and supported him throughout his journey, especially to those who are present in court today. Last but not least, the petitioner would like to thank his mover. Let's thank me, my lady. But anyway, my lady, I believe that the petitioner is a person of fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa semua surat syarat pihak pempetisyen adalah teratur dan bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana daripada badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai apa-apa bantahan. Oleh sedemikian Yang Arif, saya memohon bahawa pihak pempetisyen Xiao Johnson diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Tiada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam. Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan daripada Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Xiao Johnson sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Xiao Johnson dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon bahawa pihak pempetisyen menjubahkan sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih.
Congratulations and thank you, Mr. Colin Pereira.
I'm obliged, Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen kedua WA-18-91-01/2021 Ting Zong Zen.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Isaac Lee hadir hari ini bagi pihak pempetisyen Ting Zong Zen. Turut hadir adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan terlebih dahulu. Yang Arif, saya pohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih. Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner Ting Zong Zen. He was born on 8 September 1996 in Kuala Lumpur. He is the eldest child of Mr. Ting Chin Min and Mrs. Wong Yen Lee, both of whom I believe are watching this proceeding remotely. The petitioner received his early education in SJKC Damansara before proceeding to Sri KDU at Petaling Jaya for his secondary education. The petitioner read law at Cardiff University, where he graduated with a second-class honours upper division in 2018. With immense interest in corporate and commercial law, the petitioner furthers his education and obtained a master's in corporate law at University College London, where he graduated with a high merit in 2019. Thereafter, the petitioner pursued the Bar Practitioner Training Course BPTC at the University of Law London, where he completed with the grading very competent, which was the year he highlighted that he had met various contacts from various walks of life that left him an indelible mark. He was called to the bar, the English bar, and admitted as a member of the Lincoln's Inn in 2020. Upon completion of BPTC, the petitioner commenced his pupillage at Messrs. Shoplin and Bock under the tutelage of Ms. Ho Kiet Jing. On my inquiry with the petitioner's pupil master, I learned that the petitioner was a fast learner. He picks up very quickly, he is a team player, is always willing to lend an extra hand to his fellow team member, and he is industrious. On a brief note on the personal side of the petitioner, he loves physical and outdoor activities such as hiking. He loves to play football. I also learned that he was actually the vice captain for his school football team, and I believe that was a position much envied by the boys at school. Vice captain of a school football team, he needed no introduction, and I believe most, if not all, students would have known him, assumingly so the ladies. Today, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express his utmost gratitude to his family. He would like to thank his parents for their unwavering support, both psychologically and financially, without which he would have been where he is today. No words can express how thankful the petitioner is to his parents for their love and sacrifices. The petitioner would also like to thank his brother Harold for being his confidant, counselor, and sidekick for life. He would also like to thank Kay for providing him with endless source of encouragement and affirmation. Furthermore, he would like to thank his pupil master, Ms. Ho Kiet Ching, for providing him with opportunities and guidance throughout his pupillage, for exposing him to the vast and complex legal world. He would like to give special thanks to his pupil mates, collectively, which he called Psyducks. I just learned that Psyduck is actually a name from a Japanese cartoon, for always being there for him to make the tough time more bearable. And finally, he would like to thank all his colleagues at Shoplin and Bob for making his experience a more memorable one. Yang Arif, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaysia, and I believe that the petitioner's papers are in order, and that my learned friends from all the three respective bodies do not have any objections. Therefore, Yang Arif, saya pohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk memasukkan petitioner dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam Yang Arif.
Arif, jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tidak mempunyai bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Ting Yong Zhen sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Ting Yong Zhen dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Arif, saya pohon kebenaran untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Congratulations dan terima kasih Encik Aizadli.
Pempetisyen ketiga WA-18-627-05/2020 Nur Faizah binti Muhammad Hassan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Nur Faizah binti Muhammad Hassan, pempetisyen yang ketiga.
Puan Dasyalini, unmute dulu.
Ya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Dasyalini Kanasan hadir bagi pempetisyen Nur Faizah binti Muhammad Hassan pada hari ini sebagai peguam pengusul. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Persilakan.
Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner, Nur Faizah binti Muhammad Hassan? The petitioner was born on 1st February 1996 in Stoke-on-Trent, England, to Datuk Muhammad Hassan and Datin Siti Zabidah, as their last child out of 6 children. The petitioner had a fully diversified upbringing in various primary schools due to her father's profession, which required him to be posted all over Malaysia. Eventually, the petitioner enrolled at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan St. Mary Kuala Lumpur and was then offered to complete her secondary education at the boarding school of College Yayasan Saat Melaka. Ever since the petitioner was a young girl, the petitioner had always known that she was destined to read law and soon after be able to call herself an advocate and solicitor. This ambition truly started when she was just 7 years of age. The same drive was what brought her to pursue her undergraduate studies, where she had read law at University Technology Mara, UITM, and graduated with a Bachelor of Laws degree from the same university. The petitioner would describe her experience in law school as memorable for all the eye-opening and humbling experiences from both within lecture halls and beyond. The petitioner has always been a person who appreciates the wholesome and holistic life. She takes pride in her every involvement in performing arts, as well as a love for football. To her, a life filled with twists and turns is a life worth living. The petitioner then commenced the pupillage in the chambers of Jayamurugan Vadivelu and partners under the tutelage of Mr. Jayamurugan Vadivelu himself. The petitioner was given the privilege of experiencing an in-depth dive on family law, the criminal field, as well as conveyancing. She was able to get a taste of different fields of law and thus discovering her own passion and weaknesses in the process. It was through pupillage the petitioner realized and lived the words of Immanuel Kant. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. She sees law now not only as a profession, but of a noble lifetime commitment. On this day of admission, the petitioner would first and foremost thank Almighty, for none of this is possible today if not for what He had written. The petitioner sees this day as a breakthrough for the hardships experienced, and today the petitioner humbly enjoys the fruits of her labor. The petitioner would like to further express her utmost gratitude to her family, to her parents, Datuk Muhammad Hassan and Datin Siti Zabida, for she would not be standing here today without the support and guidance of her parents. The admission today is a result of continuous push and encouragement by her parents for her to always strive to be better. This achievement serves as a testament for the effort that they have put into raising her. The petitioner will forever be indebted to her parents for the sacrifices that they have made for her. The petitioner is also grateful to all of the siblings for being the foundation of a life journey. The petitioner would like to thank her pupil master, Mr. Jayamurugan Vadiwelu, for taking her in as a pupil and guiding her throughout her pupillage period and teaching her to always rise above the circumstances. The petitioner is greatly inspired by her master for continuously reminding her that kindness should always come first. For all the time and patience shown by her master, the petitioner is forever grateful to him. The petitioner is also grateful to the legal associates of the firm, Mr. Saifullah Azmi and Ms. Sukuna Krishnan, who the petitioner sees not only as mentors, but also as friends that reminds her to utilize her to the fullest potential. From patiently answering every doubt and questions that the petitioner had, and to accompanying her to every lunch filled with the best curry, the petitioner could not have asked for better mentors. The petitioner would also extend her appreciation to her comrade, Ms. Marini Mukhtar, for constantly being a positive influence and always ready to give a helping hand throughout pupillage. The petitioner would like to give special thanks to a loyal friend, Alia Azmi, who has always been there with the petitioner throughout her highest and lowest in life and had shown her the meaning of true friendship, as well as to Azurin, Narisa, Afika, Anis, Emmeline, Anis, and Alam, who with kindness and love encourage her to always get back up after every fall. The petitioner immensely appreciates them for being a great support system. The petitioner is tremendously thankful to her significant other, Shadza, who believes in her and had given her the strength when she had none. The love and support is incomparable and shall always be embedded in her heart. In drawing this to a close, the petitioner extends appreciation towards Mr. Shami for moving the petitioner's call today, as it is a privilege to be moved by a person whom the petitioner is greatly inspired by. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa surat cara Pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesi Undang-Undang 1976 dan bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili semua badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan.
Ada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Yang Arif.
Ada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam, Yang Arif.
Yang Arif, jawatan kuasa Peguam Selangor tidak mempunyai bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nur Faiza binti Muhammad Hassan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Nur Faiza binti Muhammad Hassan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran daripada Mahkamah yang mulia ini bagi Pempetisyen untuk menyarungkan jubah sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you, Madam Dashalini.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen keempat WA-18-843-07/2020 Heng Guan Hui.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Heng Guan Hui, Petition nombor 4.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya as attendance sinepen mewakili pihak Pempetisyen Heng Guan Hui. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan kepada Yang Arif sebelum ini. Yang Arif, saya dengar rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk berucap di dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. My lady, the petitioner is the second child born to Mr. Albert Ng and Madam Noorin. The petitioner is blessed with one eldest brother and two younger siblings. The petitioner was born in Kuching, Sarawak on 11 July 1995. She spent about 8 years of her childhood in Penang before she moved back to Kuching and stayed for another 9 years. Thereafter, the petitioner came to Peninsular Malaysia to pursue her A-levels at Taylor's College, Subang Jaya. She then continued her legal studies by enrolling in UK Law Degree Transfer Program, in which she spent her first 2 years of LLB in University and final year in University of West of England, Bristol, where she graduated with first-class honour. The petitioner completed a bar professional training course in Cardiff University and was called to the English bar in Inner Temple on 4th December 2019. In July 2020, the petitioner commenced her pupillage in Mrs. and Saraswati Devi and chambered under the wings of her master, Puan Sri Alagendra and Saraswati Devi, who was been in practice for nearly 60 years. During a pupillage period, she was supervised primarily by Ms. Venkateswari Alagendra, the senior lawyer who had started a practice in the year when the practitioner was born. The petitioner would like to convey appreciation to her master, Puan Sri Alagendra and Saraswati Devi, and the senior lawyer, Ms. Venkateswari Alagendra, who supervised her during the 9 months pupillage. One of the greatest gifts that they have passed on to her is the value of never compromise her integrity for anyone. They have always taught her to speak the truth and nothing else. Whilst the pupillage period is uneasy, she thanks them for their generosity in teaching and guiding her. The petitioner also would like to seize this opportunity to express her gratitude to her family. She wants to thank her dad for encouraging her to pursue legal study at first place, and her mom for encouraging her to stay on at times when she hit the challenging period and though of giving up. Not to forget about her siblings Victor Ng, John Ng, and Wendy Ng, who have always believed in her even at times when she doubted about herself. Next, the petitioner would like to dedicate a special thanks to her pastor, lecturers, friends, especially Aloysius Ng, Sarah Chin, and Wong Ng Ni, her colleagues and even acquaintances who she had met along the journey. Some are in the same legal profession as she is, and others are not. She wants to thank them for walking into her life at different points of her life, whether they were for 20 minutes or 20 years. She is grateful for the support and opportunities that they provided to her and the wisdom that they imparted in her life. Due to time constraint, this speech may not be able to cover the whole list of people who the petitioner wants to express the gratitude. But one thing that she is able to do and compromise them is strive to be a good lawyer who helps others as much as she could, just as they did to her in the past. The petitioner considers that this is the greatest payback that she is able to give to them, and it is far better than 1,000 words to thank you. Last but not least, the petitioner wasn't to give all the credit and glory to her God, but she called her as a creator and navigator. My lady, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang layak dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah yang mulia ini, dan bahawa kertas-kertas kawasannya adalah teratur. Saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan sebijaksana saya tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petition ini. Oleh yang sedemikian, Yang Arif, saya memohon agar Pempetisyen diterima dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Ada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Yang Arif?
Tidak ada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam, Yang Arif.
Ya Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tidak mempunyai bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Heng Guan Hui sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Heng Guan Hui dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan hormatnya memohon kepada Mahkamah Mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen untuk menyarukan jubahnya sendiri. Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan. Congratulations and thank you, Mr. Satya.
Much obliged, Yang Arif.
Thank you.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen kelima WA18-15-19-10/2020 Jocelyn Lear Jia Ying.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Jocelyn Lear Jia Ying bagi Pempetisyen 5.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Jo Kui Ping hadir sebagai Peguam Pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen kelima Jocelyn Lear Jia Ying. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan bagi pihak Pempetisyen dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
May I please you, my lady. The petitioner graduated with LLB with a first-class honours from the University of Liverpool in year 2018 and subsequently completed her CLP in the year of 2019. The petitioner completed her pupillage at Mrs. Thomas Phillips on the 26th of July 2021. During her 9 months of pupillage, the petitioner was exposed to many opportunities which gave the petitioner invaluable insights into the legal practice. The petitioner was given the opportunity to double her hand in drafting court papers, assisting lawyers in hearing, meeting clients, and the opportunity to appear physically in the court for case management. To this, my lady, the petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude to Tan Ji Jun, her pupil master, and the lawyers at Mrs. Thomas Phillips, specifically Mr. Ivan Aaron Francis, Sean Tan, Natalie Key, Rachel Ng, Rachel Chong, Michelle Chiu, Nicholas Navarro for giving her invaluable learning opportunities, and Jason Yong, Jason Cheong, Hen Shen for providing her guidance and useful advice when needed. Further, the petitioner is also grateful to her pupil mates Jean Liu, Nicole Lee, and Sarah Chin for the unconditional support and encouragement which she has received and making her pupillage journey a meaningful one. My lady, the petitioner would also like to express her deepest gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to all her dear friends, Lee Jun Xiong, Crystal Yo, Cassandra Wu, Sherin Yong, Akila Kasturi, and Melissa, who always be there for her throughout the high and low, which made a positive impact in her life. Last but not least, the petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude to her family members, cousins, aunties, and uncles for their unconditional love, support, and encouragement. Without them, the petitioner would not have achieved this very first milestone in her life. My lady, I firmly believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I also believe that her papers are in order and that my learned friends from 3 respective parties do not have any objection to this petition.
Tiada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam, Yang Arif.
Yang Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur juga tidak mempunyai bantahan.
Dengan rendah diri, saya sebagai Peguam Pengusul memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar Pempetisyen kelima Jocelyn Lear Jia Ying diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Jocelyn Lear Jiaying sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Jocelyn Lear Jiaying dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar pempetisyen diberi kebenaran untuk menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you, Madam Yo.
Pempetisyen ke-6 WA-16-16-17-10/2020 Nur Fatihah Binti Deli.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Nur Fatihah Binti Deli, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Nurul Air Yang Arif hadir sebagai peguam pengusul bagi pempetisyen ke-6 iaitu Nur Fatihah Binti Deli pada hari ini Yang Arif. Bersama-sama saya rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan juga Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah diperkenalkan awal tadi Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, izinkan saya untuk memperkenalkan pempetisyen terlebih dahulu. Pempetisyen Yang Arif, Nur Fatihah Binti Deli, telah dilahirkan di Melaka pada 4 April 1997. Beliau merupakan anak ketiga daripada 5 orang adik-beradik kepada pasangan Encik Deli bin Ali dan Puan Kamsiah binti Baba. Pempetisyen telah memulakan zaman pendidikannya di SK Air Limau dan kemudiannya melanjutkan pendidikan sekolah menengah di SMK Ghafar Baba. Yang Arif, pempetisyen seterusnya mengambil keputusan untuk melanjutkan pelajaran dalam bidang undang-undang atas dasar minat yang menyeluruh untuk menceburi bidang guaman. Selain itu, pempetisyen juga telah berazam untuk menjadi anak yang pertama menjadi peguam setelah melihat abang serta kakak pempetisyen masing-masing telah menceburi minat mereka sehingga berjaya. Justeru itu, pempetisyen telah memulakan pengajian peringkat tinggi beliau dalam program asasi Undang-Undang KPTM di UiTM Shah Alam dan kemudian di UiTM Dengkil. Selepas itu, Yang Arif, pempetisyen telah diterima masuk ke dalam program ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang di Universiti Teknologi Mara Shah Alam. Selepas dianugerahkan dengan ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang kepujian, pempetisyen telah memulakan latihan dalam kamar di Tetuan Zulkifli Jaafar Nizam and Co. di bawah tunjuk ajar Encik Nizam bin Muhammad Masnan selaku Master Pempetisyen. Di samping itu, pempetisyen juga telah mengambil keputusan untuk melanjutkan pengajian secara sepenuh masa dalam program Master of Laws di UiTM Shah Alam dan telah menerima keputusan yang cemerlang pada semester pertama beliau, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, pada hari yang penuh bermakna ini, pempetisyen berasa sangat bersyukur kehadrat ilahi Tuhan Yang Maha Berkuasa. Tanpa izinnya sudah semestinya pempetisyen tidak akan berada di sini pada hari ini. Seterusnya, pempetisyen ingin mengabdikan sepenuh penghargaan buat kedua-dua ibu bapa pempetisyen yang telah banyak berkorban dalam membesarkan pempetisyen, sentiasa ada dalam pahit getih pempetisyen dalam usaha memastikan kejayaan dapat dicapai dan tidak pernah berhenti mencurahkan kasih sayang kepada pempetisyen. Tiada janji dapat dilakar buat ganti susah payah ibu dan ayah. Namun, pempetisyen berharap agar penerimaan masuk pempetisyen pada hari ini sebagai seorang peguam dapat sedikit sebanyak melakar senyuman pada wajah mereka. Kemudian, buat abang yang tersayang iaitu Encik Hafiz, pempetisyen ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kerana telah menjadi contoh yang terbaik kepada adik-adik dalam mengharungi selok-belok kehidupan dan telah banyak membantu beliau dari segi dorongan dan kewangan. Seterusnya, Pempetisyen juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada kakak dan adik beliau Puan Atika dan Cik Maisara yang telah banyak membantu terutamanya dalam kesihatan mental Pempetisyen dan tidak pernah penat mendengar luahan hati beliau pada masa-masa Pempetisyen diuji dengan pelbagai ujian kehidupan. Kepada Haziq, kakak berharap agar kejayaan ini dapat menjadi dorongan kepada Haziq untuk berjaya dalam bidang yang diceburi. Tidak dilupakan penghargaan ditujukan kepada kakak ipar Pempetisyen Puan Eliani kerana sentiasa menasihati Pempetisyen untuk membuat keputusan yang terbaik dalam apa-apa perkara dan buat abang ipar Pempetisyen Encik Khairil Daniel kerana tidak pernah berkira dalam membantu Pempetisyen sepanjang Pempetisyen menjalankan latihan dalam kamar. Terima kasih juga kepada anak-anak saudara Pempetisyen Hanania, Umar dan Awan kerana telah menjadi sumber keceriaan dalam hidup Pempetisyen. Seterusnya Yang Arif, Pempetisyen ingin menzahirkan rasa penghargaan yang tidak terhingga kepada Master Pempetisyen Encik Nizam bin Muhammad Masnan kerana telah memberi tunjuk ajar kepada beliau sejak hari pertama Pempetisyen memulakan latihan dalam kamar. Tidak dilupakan penghargaan buat Datuk Zul, Encik Hidir, Encik Faiz dan Nabila kerana sudi berkongsi ilmu kepada Pempetisyen. Ucapan seterusnya adalah buat rakan-rakan pelatih dalam kamar iaitu Megad, Syurhada, Azwa, Imana serta Wani pada hari ini. Kesemua mereka yang mana telah berjaya diterima masuk sebagai Peguam dan juga Peguam Bela Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Tahniah buat kalian semua. Pempetisyen juga berterima kasih kepada staf-staf firma khususnya Puan Ain dan Puan Nadira untuk segala tunjuk ajar yang telah diberikan. Terakhirnya Ya Arif, ucapan terima kasih buat rakan-rakan baik Pempetisyen yang telah banyak memberi dorongan dan semangat kepada Pempetisyen sepanjang pengajar Pempetisyen sejak di bangku sekolah di UiTM iaitu Najiha, Tia, Alia, Intan Nasuha, Dini, Hazika, Zarif, Nabiha, Intan Hanis dan Nisa Manan. Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri sesungguhnya percaya bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen adalah dalam keadaan sempurna dan teratur. Pempetisyen juga merupakan, saya juga percaya bahawa Pempetisyen merupakan seorang yang berkelayakan dan bersesuaian. Saya juga percaya bahawa semua rakan-rakan yang bijaksana yang mewakili badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap Pempetisyen. Permohonan Pempetisyen ini Arif. Oleh yang demikian,
Arif.
Puan Syamsinar, please unmute yourself.
Alright. Tiada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam Yang Arif?
Yes.
Yang Arif, jawatan kuasa Peguam Selangor tidak mempunyai bantahan.
Yes.
Oleh yang demikian Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Pempetisyen Nur Fatihah binti Deli diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nur Fatihah binti Deli sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Nur Fatihah binti Deli dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Mohon kebenaran mahkamah yang mulia ini Yang Arif untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Arif.
Congratulations. Terima kasih Puan Nurul.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen ke-7 WA-1625-10/2020 Nurul Sahzanah Azwa binti Darwis.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Nurul Syazana Azwa Binti Darwis, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya sekali lagi Yang Arif, Nurul Air, hadir peguam pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen ke-7 iaitu Nurul Syazana Azwa Binti Darwis. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masingnya mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan juga Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan sebentar tadi Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, izinkan saya untuk memperkenalkan Pempetisyen terlebih dahulu. Pempetisyen berasal daripada daerah Tawau, negeri di bawah Bayu dan merupakan puteri sulung daripada 3 orang adik-beradik. Pempetisyen telah bersekolah di SK Muhibah Raya Tawau dan seterusnya menamatkan pembelajarannya di MRSM Tun Mustafa Tawau pada 2014. Sejurus selepas itu, Pempetisyen menyambung pengajiannya di UiTM Shah Alam dalam program asasi undang-undang, seterusnya ke program ijazah sarjana muda dalam bidang yang sama. Pempetisyen juga aktif dalam aktiviti di luar fakulti dengan menyertai Persatuan Kebudayaan UiTM Shah Alam, khususnya dalam bidang tarian tradisional dan pernah merangkul anugerah penari wanita terbaik dalam satu pertandingan yang dianjurkan di USM Pulau Pinang. Hari ini, syukur kehadrat ilahi berkat doa dan sokongan daripada ibu bapa, keluarga dan rakan-rakan, Pempetisyen telah berjaya menamatkan pelajarannya dalam bidang ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang kepujian pada Julai 2020 dan juga telah memperolehi diploma lepasan ijazah syariah dan amalan pada September 2021 yang lepas. Setelah tamat belajar, Pempetisyen telah menjalani latihan dalam kamar selama 9 bulan di Tetuan Zulkifli Jaafar Nizam & Co. Pempetisyen telah diberikan pendedahan yang cukup meluas berkaitan dengan pelbagai prosedur dan praktis undang-undang khususnya dalam bidang konvensi dan sedikit pendedahan dalam bidang tata cara pengurusan kes jenayah. Yang Arif, pada hari bersejarah ini, pertama sekali Pempetisyen ingin memanjatkan syukur kepada Maha Esa kerana tanpa izin dan limpah rahmatnya, Pempetisyen tidak akan berada di sini pada hari ini. Di kesempatan ini, Pempetisyen tanpa ragu dan sangsi ingin menzahirkan rasa penghargaan dan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada kedua-dua ibu bapa dan adik-adik Pempetisyen yang berada nun jauh di Sabah, kepada Encik Darwis dan Puan Darmawati. Tanpa tunjuk ajar, kasih sayang dan doa anda berdua, Pempetisyen bukanlah sesiapa. Tanpa dorongan dan semangat daripada anda berdua, Pempetisyen tidak mampu untuk berada di tahap ini. 1001 penghargaan diucapkan kepada ibu bapa Pempetisyen di atas segala pengorbanan yang telah dilakukan sejak kelahiran Pempetisyen sehingga sekarang. Ikhlas daripada Pempetisyen kepada anda berdua. Pencapaian dan kejayaan ini adalah untuk Mama Abah. Terima kasih Mama Abah untuk segalanya. Tidak dilupakan, Pempetisyen juga ingin menzahirkan kesyukuran dan penghargaan yang tinggi buat seluruh ahli keluarga Pempetisyen yang sentiasa mendoakan dan menyokong Pempetisyen sehinggalah detik ini. Sememangnya keluargalah yang banyak memberi inspirasi kepada Pempetisyen untuk sentiasa membuat yang terbaik dalam kehidupan. Yang Arif, di hari yang mulia ini, Pempetisyen ingin merakamkan ucapan terima kasih kepada Master Pempetisyen iaitu Datuk Muhammad Zulkifli atas peluang dan segala tunjuk ajar yang diberikan sepanjang Pempetisyen menjalani latihan dalam kamar di firma Tetuan Zulkifli Jaafar Nizam & Co. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kepada rakan kongsi dan legal assistant firma Encik Nizam, Encik Hidir, Encik Faiz dan juga Cik Nabila. Seterusnya, terima kasih yang tidak ternilai diucapkan kepada semua staf Zulkifli Jaafar Nizam & Co. yang sememangnya turut banyak memberi bimbingan dan panduan, lebih-lebih lagi yang tidak dapat dipelajari melalui pembacaan secara teori semata-mata. Ketahuilah, sesungguhnya Pempetisyen menghargai dan berterima kasih kepada setiap seorang ahli firma Zulkifli Jaafar Nizam & Co. Tidak dilupakan, terima kasih kepada rakan seperjuangan Syuhada, Fat, Imanah, Megat dan wani atas segala bantuan, dorongan, semangat dan bimbingan yang diberikan sepanjang tempoh latihan dalam kamar ini. Tanpa kalian, perjalanan mungkin tidak seindah ini. Seterusnya, terima kasih diucapkan kepada rakan seperjuangan juga merupakan rakan baik Pempetisyen semasa di UiTM atas segala tunjuk ajar, bantuan, pengorbanan masa dan tenaga yang diberikan. Khususnya buat Najiha, Huzaini, Umairah, Nini, Ayuni, Liana dan Atika pula. Pempetisyen juga ingin memberi penghargaan kepada rakan-rakan baik Pempetisyen iaitu Syafika, Akila, Natasha, Jumain, Adibah Nordin, Razila dan Atika kerana sentiasa menyokong dan memberi semangat kepada Pempetisyen. Penghargaan juga diucapkan buat rakan-rakan penari Pempetisyen yang turut sama membantu memberi semangat, keceriaan dan kegembiraan yang tidak ternilai sepanjang Pempetisyen menuntut di UiTM sehingga kini. Terima kasih diucapkan kepada Gemalai Karma Dansa, khususnya Puan Nurul dan Cikgu Ash atas kepercayaan, kepeluang dan juga bimbingan yang diberikan. Akhir sekali, Pempetisyen ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada Yang Arif dan juga Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini kerana sudi meluangkan masa di sebalik celah-celah kesibukan Yang Arif serta Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini menyelesaikan kes-kes untuk mendengar permohonan petisyen pada hari ini. Yang Arif, dengan demikian saya percaya bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen adalah dalam keadaan sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga dengan rendah diri percaya bahawa Pempetisyen ini merupakan seorang yang berkelayakan dan bersesuaian. Saya juga percaya bahawa semua rakan bijaksana yang mewakili badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap permohonan petisyen ini, Arif.
Tiada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan daripada Majlis Peguam, Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tidak mempunyai bantahan, Yang Arif.
Oleh yang demikian, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon satu perintah agar Pempetisyen Nurul Shazanah Azwa Binti Darwis diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, Yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nurul Shazanah Azwa Binti Darwis sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Nurul Shazanah Azwa Binti Darwis dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya juga Yang Arif mohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan petisyen menyarungkan jubahnya, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations. Terima kasih sekali lagi Puan Nurul.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ke-8 WA-1795-12/2020 Puan Jiayin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Puan Jiayin, Pempetisyen ke-8 pagi ini.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Rubini Murugesan, Peguam Pengusul yang mewakili Puan Jiayin iaitu Pempetisyen ke-8 pagi ini. Bersama-sama saya adalah wakil daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan juga Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur seperti mana yang telah diperkenalkan tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
My lady, may I please introduce you the petitioner for today, Puan Jiayin. On the 19th day of November 1997, the petitioner's parents, Mr. Huan Ken Ho and Madam Chong Chi Fung, were gifted with their youngest child and only daughter, the petitioner. The petitioner read law at Brickfields Asia College and subsequently transferred to the University of Reading, where the petitioner obtained her law degree with first-class honours. Thereafter, the petitioner completed the Bar Professional Training course at the BPP University in Birmingham was called to the Bar of England and Wales, and underwent her pupillage at Zane & Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Miss Coxswain. My lady, on this memorable day of her admission, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude and appreciation to her beloved parents and brothers for their unconditional love, unwavering support, and undying trust, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. The petitioner knows that there is no way of ever repaying the magnitude of a family's love and undivided support, but hopes that she has made them proud today. The petitioner also wishes to record her highest and deepest gratitude to my learned friend, her pupil master, Miss Coxswain, for the mentorship, guidance, invaluable advice, and opportunities afforded to the petitioner throughout her pupillage. It is through her pupil master that the petitioner now understands the great art of advocacy, analytical skills, and negotiation skills. She aspires to be a competent and successful lawyer in the footsteps of her pupil master one day. The petitioner would also like to extend her heartfelt gratitude to the partners, associates, staff, and fellow pupils in Zane & Co. for their guidance, compassion, and kindness during her pupillage. Last but not least, the petitioner expresses her gratitude to her close friends and university mates for their companionship, constant support, and encouragement throughout her journey, and for showing her that she is not alone during her struggles and difficult moments. To everyone who has been part of the petitioner's life and journey until today, those who have made time and effort to witness and share this important and memorable occasion with the petitioner would like to convey a sincere thanks and gratitude. Yang Arif, saya dengan sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen ke-8 adalah seorang yang sesuai dan wajar. Semua kertas kausannya adalah teratur dan saya percaya bahawa badan-badan yang berkenaan tiada bantahan terhadap penerimaan masuk Pempetisyen.
Tiada bantahan daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan daripada Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur, Yang Arif.
Dengan itu, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon daripada Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen Puan Jiayin diterima dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Puan Jiayin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Puan Jiayin dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini sekali lagi untuk menjemput Pempetisyen menyarung jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations, Miss Kwan, and thank you, Puan Rubini.
Much obliged, my lady.
Dan ini saya menjemput Yang Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Puan Nurliza binti Abdul Aziz, Peguam Persekutuan Wakil kepada Yang Berhormat Peguam Negara Malaysia. Puan Syamsinar binti Datuk Muhammad Noor, Wakil Majlis Peguam Malaysia. Cik Catherine Karinwi Suyan, Wakil Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan Selangor, para peguam pengusul yang bijaksana. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera. I would like to begin by expressing my sincerest thanks to all the movers and the representatives from the AGC, the Bar Council, and the Bar Committee for making time to be with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the new advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. I believe today must be a blissful day, indeed, as it is an important and auspicious occasion for all of you who have been called to the Malaysian Bar. Let me be among the first to congratulate you on your success. You have passed all your exams and you have survived the 9 months of chambering, and you are now about to take the first step in your professional career. Being called to the bar is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication and commitment on your part, and not forgetting the sacrifice of your parents in supporting you emotionally, financially over the years. Please do not forget your parents' sacrifices. I can imagine the pride in your parents and your loved ones' faces this morning, and I must say they are justified and own that pride, as they, especially your parents, have sacrificed a lot to see where you are today. Remember this, the first rule to be successful is that you must always be grateful and kind to your parents. Ladies and gentlemen, being called to the bar is an important milestone in your life. It is a significant rite of passage for lawyers. No other profession inducts its newest members with as much ceremony and dignity as ours. So savor this moment and be ready to face the challenges that await you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have entered into a noble and respected profession. Bear in mind and remember always that the ability to practice as an advocate and solicitor is not a right, but a privilege afforded by the legislation, i.e., the Legal Profession Act. The law permits all aspects of a citizen's life. A citizen lives in and by the law. It serves both as a sword and a shield. The law ensures that our right to life, to earn a living, to equality before the law, to punish crime, the right to vote, and to decide who our government will be, to cite a few examples, are safeguarded. It serves as the foundation for the provision and delivery of justice. In a plural society as Malaysia, with its cultural and religious diversity, justice and law are of paramount significance. Our social architecture is founded and governed by our federal constitution, which is the supreme arbiter and guide for the institutional pillars of the nation, as well as every citizen of our country. Let me share with you a bit about the judiciary. The judiciary, as the third arm of government, comprises the instrument through which these nebulous yet sacrosanct principles and values contained in the federal constitution are delivered to the citizens of the nation. Judges bring life to the law and justice in particular. The judiciary and the judge, therefore, serve to fulfill the needs of society for justice through the interpretation and application of the laws of the country in accordance with the principles and values of the federal constitution. However, the judiciary and the individual judges are not the entire repository of justice. They are neither the sole guardians nor custodians of justice within the justice system. As Pali Nariman, my favorite renowned jurist, stated, and I quote, "If an independent judiciary is the backbone of the rule of law, as it had been often described, then an independent legal profession is the catalyst that helps achieve it," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, you have chosen to be part of the justice system. Lawyers, as guardians of the law, play a vital role in the preservation of society. The fulfillment of this role requires an understanding by lawyers of their relationship with and function in our legal system. They are first and foremost officers of the court. Now, this is the role of paramount importance within the justice system because they assist the court to arrive at a just decision. It is the lawyers who set out the factual basis for a dispute, the complaint of his client, who conducts the trial in accordance with the principles of natural justice and significantly provides guidance to the court in relation to the law. In understanding these duties, a lawyer's primary and overriding duty is owed to the court. It is therefore of fundamental importance for lawyers to comprehend and accept that while they are agents for their clients who pay them for the work they undertake, their cardinal duty is to ensure that their presentation of their client's case and the law is honest, relevant, and of sufficient competence to assist a court. In short, lawyers are constrained to maintain the highest standards of ethical conduct. If they fail to abide by these fundamental duties, there is a direct and immediate consequence, namely that the administration of justice is undermined. Remember, if we desire respect for the law, we must first make the law respectable. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first step today that you are embarking, there will be many roadblocks and obstacles along the way, but you must never lose sight of your destination. They say long distance runners must have strength, courage, and stamina to complete the course. Everything new is a challenge, and to the ambitious, everything is a challenge to be overcome, because with whatever challenges you face are actually excellent opportunities to make your career as great as your capabilities and efforts permit. Let me also remind you of the simple virtues a lawyer must have: patience, integrity, honesty, humility. Do not regard legal practice merely as a commercial venture. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. As you embark on this pursuit, I extend to you on behalf of the entire bench and everyone in this virtual courtroom our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. I am confident that you will survive and strive to achieve excellence in the performance of your obligations and duties at the bar. I am also confident that you will respect each other at the bar. I congratulate you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, wear those robes with pride and dignity, and hope to see you conduct your case in court as a learned counsel one fine day. Welcome to the arena. For your kind attendance and attention, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera and have a pleasant day ahead.